Welcome Diecast fans, I'm Tom Spanners Watson, and I'm Frank DeGuru Gibbs, and it's time to put some names on the top 10 list and join Beaver Mobile. So tonight the drivers that came in first and second are going to be competing for one of those 9 remaining spots on the list, and how it's going to work is those drivers that came in second will be racing first, and after each race we're going to eliminate the last place driver and then replace them with the next highest in the ranking. And then as we get towards the very tippy top of the list, we're going to go down to 3 drivers and then 2 drivers, and it's going to be head to head for that top spot. I'm sure it sounds all very confusing, but it'll be clear as mud once we get racing underway. So let's take a look at the first 4 drivers. Kicking us off in lane number 1, we've got Billy Goat Gruff driven by Brewski. Then next to Brewski, we've got the Ford Ranchero driven by Demon Preacher called Pazuzu. What was that? What was what? I'm sure I saw a glitch when you said the name. No mate, glitch isn't racing. This is Jono driving Uterus. No, I mean when you said the other name. Can you just introduce Lone Star? Alright then, lane 4 we've got Lone Star driving Waterloo. And thanks to our viewer that gave us the lowdown on that, it's not actually anything to do with ABBA or the battle. How about that? Who knew diecast racing could be educational? Alright, we get underway for race number 1. It looks like Demon Preacher might be taking the lead, and Lone Star's gone sideways. He's flipped over. Uterus now moving into first place. Billy Goat Gruff challenging around the outside of Demon Preacher, but Demon Preacher closes the door brutally on him. That's allowing Uterus to get away. Not sure if Demon Preacher is going to be able to catch him. He's trying hard, but Uterus out with the big lead there. And Jono is going to take the first win. And he tried hard, but Demon Preacher comes in second place in Pazuzu. Tell me you saw it that time. I have no idea what you're on about, Frank. But Billy Goat Gruff, even though he didn't finish, technically he will move on because Lone Star crashed. I know some of you will find that harsh, but these are outlaw rules. You crash, you're gone, and the other drivers carry on as long as they stay on their wheels. This really was a fantastic challenge here. You see Billy Goat Gruff gets up the outside of Demon Preacher, but Demon Preacher kept his foot absolutely buried to the floor, and I think Demon Preacher worked some evil magic on him and stalled his car out, but he does move on. So that's Waterloo out, and in comes Giorgio driving Broken Promises. So the incoming driver moves into lane number 1. The other drivers fill up 2, 3 and 4 based on their finishing positions. So Uterus in 2, Demon Preacher in 3, and Billy Goat Gruff in 4. Looked like Demon Preacher was doing his business on Billy Goat Gruff again there. Oh, I missed that. We'll have to catch that on the replay, but Demon Preacher takes a huge lead now on Pazuzu. Can you please stop saying that name? What is wrong with you, Frank? I didn't think you were superstitious. It's just that every time you say that name, I feel like you're summoning a demon, and quite frankly, I'm worried for the other drivers because Billy Goat Gruff was right next to Demon Preacher and now he's nowhere to be seen. I'm sure he's fine. I mean, Giorgio and Jono are fine and that. See, look, he's just stalled out. That's all it is. Well, let me just show you this in the replay, mate. Watch Billy Goat Gruff there. See, look, he got pushed right up onto the sidewall for absolutely no reason. Okay, I admit that's a little bit weird. Can we have another look at that? Whoa, yeah, he was right up there. I told you. Okay, maybe there is something to the Demon Preacher thing. But we say goodbye to Billy Goat Gruff and hello to JB driving House Paint for the next round. So we've got JB in lane number 1. Next to him is Pazuzu. Sorry, Demon Preacher. Then we've got Giorgio and Broken Promises, and in the outside lane we've got Uterus. Demon Preacher out super quick here. Oh, but he goes down. House Paint manages to get around. Great bit of driving there from JB, but Giorgio making the most of the gap on the track. But he's slowing down now on House Paint, coming right up on his bumper, giving him a shove as they head into Magnus Mountain. Broken Promises into the switcher. Here comes House Paint. Can he get up the inside? It's a real battle, but Giorgio holds him off with a beautiful bit of driving, holds his nerve, holds his line, and holds on to the win. See, it's not just me that's superstitious. Uterus wouldn't even drive under Demon Preacher, he's so scared of the car. Or, you know, more logically, he just took a bad line and stalled out. Nope, that was definitely demon energy right there. But how about this battle up front? Oh, no doubt, mate. That was a fabulous bit of driving by Giorgio there. Old JB in House Paint was really giving it the beans there. I thought he had him, but Giorgio held on really nicely. And so with that, Demon Preacher goes out and you can rest easy, Frank, as Polluted now coming in. Oh, thank goodness. Now no one's got a reason to say Pazuzu. Oh, damn it. So it's the same format from here on in, but the last driver, rather than being eliminated, just takes their spot on the list. Now, just because these guys are on the list doesn't mean you can take it easy. There's still a lot of work to do. And with this new format, you're going to want to be as high on the list as possible to stop you dropping a lot of places. But Polluted doing a great job now, well out in front. Here comes House Paint charging up behind. As they head into the forestry section, there's no real overtaking opportunities, but he wants to stay close to him as they go up Magnus Mountain. Polluted into the switcher. Here comes Housepaint, but Polluted manages to keep the power down and holds on to that big lead. And so Todd is going to take first place, JB and Housepaint in second place, and it's a battle for third. And it's the C10 of Broken Promises picks up third place. I can't get over the speed of Housepaint. He was well behind because he is having quite a battle here with Uterus. Watch this here. See, Uterus pushed him into the wall, but not only did JB keep it under control, he just caught right up onto Polluted, but Todd did a great job to hold on for first place, and Uterus now moves into the number 10 spot on the list as we're now joined by Angry Bird driven by Larry. Now remember folks, even though there's no points in these races, it is important in terms of your finishing position. You do not want to be in third or fourth. Lane 4 is definitely a tough place to start, but it's certainly not impossible. We've seen plenty of drivers win from there before. And Larry looks like he's keen for a win. He is barreling out to the front, and here comes Housepaint again. The speed down the state highway is incredible in that truck as they head into the end of the forestry and up Magnus Mountain. It's a close battle at the moment. Angry Bird goes into the inside. Here comes Housepaint up the inside and gets the pass this time. Polluted pulls into third place, but this is going to be JB's race. A solid drive there in Housepaint. Second place to Angry Bird driven by Larry. Todd takes out third, and we're going to say goodbye to Giorgio, unfortunately. It's almost like Giorgio just gave up there. He wasn't in the lead and he just decided to pull pin. Very unprofessional and sad for him. But what was professional was this wicked overtake by Housepaint. He tried to do it on Giorgio before and was denied, but boy did he make up for it here. He made sure he had plenty of space so that Larry couldn't get back past him, and he holds on, takes the win, and puts Broken Promises at number 9 on the list. So with Giorgio exiting, we now bring in Puff driving Billboard. The import trucks had a very strong showing last week, and I'm expecting them to do well again this week. So Puff starting in 1, Housepaint in 2, Angry Bird in 3, and Polluted starting in 4. Let's just hope Todd can do a bit better than Giorgio did. Well, so far it's pretty even, and Puff now opening up a bit of a lead. Angry Bird coming around the outside, gets past Housepaint nicely, and he closes right up on Puff's bumper there. Housepaint pushing hard on the tail of Angry Bird here as they head up Magnus Mountain. Puff through the switcher first, Angry Bird up the inside lane. Todd is going to have to pull something out of the bag here if he wants to stay in this race. Puff spins around, but he backs it across the line, and unfortunately Todd just eliminated there, but he will move into slot number 8 on the list. That was a nice tight finish from all of those drivers, and that's what we'd expect at this point in the racing. It's time for us to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Doesn't matter if you're looking for a hand job or a rim job, you need Jim's Rims. Come on down to Jim's Rims Tires and Body Shop, now in Possum Hills.
So Todd went out in the last round, and now it's Blaze Man driving Last Chance, another of the Mazda Repus. So we've got 2 imports in lane 1 and 2, and the 2 American Muscle trucks in lane 3 and 4. Well, I guess we'll find out if American Muscle beats Tuna. I don't see how Big Fish has got anything to do with this. What are you? Never mind. Alright, Last Chance and Billboard now in first and second. And I'm not sure what's happened to Housepaint. He's well out of the picture now. Last Chance driven by Blaze Man.
Crikey!
Flies through the switcher. He is absolutely motoring as he heads down to the finish line. He's all by himself, and wow, he just posted a sub 30-second time. That boy was absolutely on fire. And there's Billboard, and well, we got Angry Bird and Housepaint stalled out there. Let's just jump back to the replay and find out what happened. There was a stunning time from Blaze Man, and boy did he barrel down. Whoa, look at Billboard up on 2 wheels going down the Devil's Staircase. A lot of action there, and then as they came down, it looked like Billboard must have caught something on the track. That stalled out Angry Bird, and then unfortunately Angry Bird and Housepaint couldn't get enough momentum, and they both ended up stalling out in the forestry. But look at this move from Blaze. Man, that boy is crazy. I cannot believe that he managed to keep that under control. That was so out of control. And because Housepaint was at the back of the pack, he is now in spot number 7 as we welcome in Thunderclaw, driven by Big Cat. I definitely think Thundercat is going to be one claw. What? Thunderclaw. Big Cat, Thunderclaw. Not Thundercat. Oh, you know what I mean, but I think he's going to be one to watch because he's super quick. Well, he's going to have to be super quick if he wants to take down Last Chance's time, but he's taken himself out. Oh, man. Billboard now moves into first place, and well behind there is Last Chance and Angry Bird. Whilst all of these drivers are going to move on, no one wants to be in last place, so Angry Bird and Last Chance are going to have to battle it out by the look of it, but Last Chance is going to be tough to catch as he is closing the gap up behind Puff there, and Angry Bird obviously realised he was well behind, so just took it easy, made sure he finished, unlike poor old Thundercat. Thunderclaw. I really thought Big Cat had that one, but he was going way too fast and out of control down the Devil's Staircase. He was obviously feeling the pressure from Blaze Man, having just set the fastest lap time. And look at Blaze Man bouncing off the inside, and he still managed to get down the track quick. But Big Cat and Thunderclaw takes up position number 6, and we now welcome Kerfuffle, my favourite new word, driven by Crazy Canuck. Now, Kerfuffle was the fastest of all of the vehicles last week, which is why he is the last one into the group. But he's got some great competition there. Last Chance obviously setting the fastest track time in a sub 30. Can anyone beat it?
Wowzers!
Well, it won't be Puff. He's just crashed out. Well, if you're going to go, you might as well go spectacular. And speaking of spectacular, what a battle up front. Angry Bird slipped right past Crazy Canuck for first place, but Canuck not giving it up easy. Here we go into the switcher. Crazy Canuck with the overtake again. A beautiful drive there in Kerfuffle, and the Crazy Canuck will take the win. Angry Bird into second, and Last Chance into third. And old Puff taking quite a spill. I just hope all the animals are okay. Well, and Puff as well, obviously. Sure, why not? But mostly animals. So if we look at it here, Puff got air going down the first drop and then just got up on the side of the track and rolled down. Oh, that horse almost got taken out. Yeah, that was a huge tumble from Puff, and we've never seen a car crash there before. So luckily the horse is okay, and I've heard that Puff is also good, but he is out for today, but he picks up spot number 5 on the list. So only 3 drivers racing this time, and then we'll have a head-to-head, and then the winner of that head-to-head goes on to challenge Beaver Mobile for the top of the list. So these boys better bring their A game if they want to take it out. So Kerfuffle with an early lead into the Devil's Staircase. Here comes Last Chance around the outside, drives right on by Kerfuffle. But Kerfuffle does not let it go easy. Remember, he just pulled off a great win in that last race. But Last Chance is absolutely flying again. I don't think Kerfuffle's going to catch him. To be fair, at this point, he doesn't have to catch him. He just needs to make sure he crosses in second. But boy, that was close. He made up a lot of distance. And speaking of distance, where's Angry Bird? Oh, he's parked up in Tuck and Roll Corner. I wonder if he decided he wasn't going to make it through to the next round, so he'd just go out big. Well, he was well in the back, so maybe he did. Oh, he actually went up Magnus Mountain on his side and crashed out. Not quite as big as Super Chicken, but he did almost take out the Bogan baby for you. If he's really doing me a favour, he'd either run that kid over properly or punt him into the next county. So the top 3 positions on the list are going to be decided in these next 2 races. We go head to head with 1 in each section. So we've got Kerfuffle in lane number 3 and Last Chance in lane number 1. That's so if either driver crashes early on, it's not going to hold up the other one. But Kerfuffle out with a huge lead over Last Chance. Considering Last Chance set the fastest lap time earlier, he is nowhere to be seen. Crazy Canuck is really putting the hammer down on this one. He wants it. He wants the top spot. And I just don't think that Blaze Man had it in him that time. Well, let's just check the replay, because I think as Blaze Man came down Devil's Staircase here, yeah, look, he just bounced a bit sideways, and that was enough for the Crazy Canuck to get in front of him. Well, at this level, the smallest mistake, and it's game over. Well, here we go. Top spot on the list up for grabs. Beaver Mobile in lane number 1, Crazy Canuck driving Kerfuffle in lane number 3. Who is going to take it out? My heart says Beaver Mobile, but my head says Kerfuffle. Well, Beaver Mobile with the lead early on, Kerfuffle going around the outside, and he gets the speed on Beaver Mobile heading down State Highway 1. He's now trying to open up a gap before they hit Magnus Mountain. The last thing he wants is to have his win snatched away from him, but it looks like he's managed to maintain the distance, and Kerfuffle now into the final straight, and he is going to take the top spot on the list. And no shame to Nitro Poutine and Beaver Mobile. I mean, he did survive a missile attack, and not to mention a full season of racing previously, but unfortunately just didn't have it in him tonight to take down the Crazy Canuck. So a Canadian still rules the list as Beaver Mobile takes out number 2 spot, but well done Crazy Canuck driving Kerfuffle. You move in to the number 1 spot on the list. So racing from here on out will be 4 wannabes till they get down to 1 wannabe, and then they'll move on to challenge for the list using the same style of format we've just used tonight. So here are your top 10: Uterus, Broken Promises, Polluted, House Paint, Thunderclaw, Billboard, Angry Bird, Last Chance, Beaver Mobile, and of course, the top of the list, Kerfuffle. Alright, that's enough from us tonight. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time. As a commenter said last week, the winners get the rewards, but the wreckers get the replays, so let's check them out.